Hey guys, Hannah from Reality Awareness. I am the Life Purpose Queen, awakening you to your dreams. I feel like I haven't done a public live stream for like ever. And I just came out of doing a live stream out of the Reconfiguring Energetic Codes group. That has been an incredible 2-week immersion that has gone now like this bonus 3rd week. I'm like, oh, I thought it was only 2 weeks, but no, we're doing 3 weeks apparently. Maybe Spirit told me 2 weeks so that it wouldn't feel so big, and it's like, oh, now we're doing like 3 weeks. I'm like, okay. Hey, say hi when you join live. Let me know how you're feeling. I'm curious how you guys are going with this energy. Hey Leon, it was so lovely to connect with you in the Reconfiguring Energetic Codes group. So yeah, I feel like I haven't done a live stream in like forever. So say hi, let me know how you're feeling. And this, I want to tell you guys, I want to give you an update about what the fuck's been going on and why I've been so quiet on social media, because I've been not quiet at home. There is so much going on, so I want to share all about it. Hey Angela, Emma, so say hi guys. I'm going to share this and I will be right with you. And so I just want to point out, I feel like there's a few people on a wave, like a collective energetic wave at the moment, myself included, where things are kind of like massive things are happening, massive changes. I call them like breaking patterns, like, what is it? Breaker of chains? Can I like claim that title? I know it's like, because like Game of Thrones is finished now, so I should be able to like claim that title, right? You're feeling great today. Yes, awesome, Natalie. Okay, let me share this. Okay, yes, share. Okay, I'm just concentrating, otherwise I share it to the wrong place. Share. Awesome. Okay. Yay, I'm so glad that you're feeling great. So this kind of collective wave that I'm talking about, yeah, that some people are on, because I feel like, and this is interesting, yeah, okay, I've got lots of things I want to talk about. There's so many things I want to talk about. So first of all, let me talk about Mystic Mastery, because oh my god, this has been like I put all this together yesterday. It's been like this Mystic Mastery came through me at the same time Reconfiguring Energetic Codes came through. Let me put it in the comments so you know what I'm talking about. Mystic Mastery is, oh my god, like this is like what I have been like doing all my purpose work for like the entire, what is it, like 15 years now. Like this is like this. You know, they say, oh, sorry, I'm facing this face of the wind. If it's too windy, let me know. They say, oh, there's no end destination and it's all about the journey. And it's like this place of like, do you know what I mean? Like the journey is the reward and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, no, this is what I've been working for my whole time, right? This is like what I've been like, this is what I've been doing all of this stuff for like ever, like this. You know what I mean? Let me post this in the comments for you. Yay, Kylia. Hey Tommy. So say hi guys when you're here. This is it. This is what I can you tell I'm really excited about this? Let me finally put this in for you guys so you know what I'm talking about. So Mystic Mastery is like, this is just the beginning. This is the beginning of like everything I've been working for my entire, like the whole, I feel like, you know, like the life purpose is like, I'm the life purpose queen, I help you to find like your purpose and like all this stuff. So let me just turn this down. I feel like this is, let me pop it in the comments, Mystic Mastery. This is why I've been doing everything, yeah? But this is the beginning. This is just the beginning, right? And I'm just like, eek! I'm so excited because I've been working for like 15 years for this, like in a way, right? And this is just the beginning. So yes, like our life purpose is all about constant evolution. It's following the next step and the next step and the next step and the next step. I would not be here at this level today if I didn't follow each step back then of whenever that was back then. Yeah, and this is the thing about life purpose of, especially when you have something inside of you that is different, that is out there, that is something else, that is like, do you know what I mean? Like, this is kind of like, you know, like, this is next level, this is like, it's not on the planet yet, blah, 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 like, in a way, yeah? And I feel like my purpose is helping those who feel like they have a purpose that is not on the planet. Like, that is my gift of bringing and streaming through things that is not yet here, right? We are here to change the world, like the indigos, the chain breakers, like the breaker of change. Like, can I claim that now Game of Thrones is finished, or like what? Like, is that a thing? So I just, like, I'm really excited to release this to you. And it's kind of like, why have I been so quiet? I had a breakdown on Tuesday night. Like, I lost my shit. Like, I put a hole in the wall. I don't even fucking do that anymore. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, oh my God. I'm like, oh my God. Like, do you know what I mean? You know, people like, oh my God, like, people probably like unfollow me. Like, yeah, I lose my shit. Yeah, I lose my shit. Yeah, it is my career, 100%. Like, 100%. I know that for sure at my core. And that's why in the beginning, so many people were like, what are you doing? Don't do this crazy shit. Like, stop doing this psychic. Like, Tuesday tarot. Like, stop this stupid tarot Tuesday thing. Like, stop that. Like, people literally said that to me. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, oh my God. Like, I am coming up to 3 years of Tuesday tarot. So in August, it will be 3 years that I have never missed a Tuesday for Tuesday tarot. Like, this is like exciting. Like, you know how they say like the 9-year cycle and the 3-year cycle, and I'm like, we're coming up to 3 years, baby. So get ready for like, what am I going to release then? Like, okay, so coming back to my breakdown, I think that realizing your life purpose is the belief that you have never made a mistake in your lives. Yes, it's just the beginning. Yes. Never made a mistake. It's all been right. And this is the thing, like, I don't feel like I have made mistakes. Like, I look back and I wouldn't change a thing. Even the things that I'm like, that's like, I don't know about that, but I just wouldn't go there again. But if I didn't learn that, I wouldn't be where I am today, right? And I just feel like after the breakdown on Tuesday, like, I lost my shit. Like, you guys will know, right? You received an email that wasn't supposed to be for you guys. So I sent out an email to my entire list for the Life Purpose Mentorship that was only supposed to be for the Life Purpose Mentorship of our upcoming group schedule. And it was like, in that, like, I lost my shit. Like, I'd like press send, and I was just like, it was like sending to like my entire list, and I'm like, no, and I'm like, oh fuck, there's no cancel button, and I lost my shit, right? Something so minor, I lost my shit. But the point is that those sort of mistakes shouldn't happen in my business. Like, and the other part of it, I don't make mistakes like that. Like, that's the thing. Like, I'm not a person who makes mistakes like that all the time, right? So the part of that in the breakdown, it was just like, and this is going to sound silly, right? That I didn't realize how busy I have become. Sounds so silly and illogical even saying that, yeah? But I didn't realize how busy I've become. Like, my business has grown and grown and grown and grown and grown. Like, yeah, that's exactly what happened. Leanne, it's exactly what happened. Oh my God. I even have people sign up for it, right? You talk about mistakes, like, there is no mistakes, yeah? And it's so weird because my website had like my views went up by like 70% on my website for the next 2 days after. And I was like, what's going on here? And then, like, even Ali said, she's like, oh, maybe because it was your mistake email. And I was like, but I don't see how that's possible. But I'm like, oh well, it's meant to happen. I know. What the fuck? So it was so interesting. So I even make money from my mistakes. Do you see these little affirmations that I'm putting in about what I do to create my reality? I even make money from my mistakes. My career blossoms and grows from my mistakes. See, everything happens for a reason. Yes. Yes, make mistakes, because I am real and I am human. Even though I have wings and I'm ready to fly, I'm still human. I'm trying to be something that's undescribable in a human body, and I still make mistakes, and that's okay. So the point of my breakthrough is that, one, like, reconfiguring energetic codes. We'd just come out of our 5-day transformation on reconfiguring energetic codes, and like in reconfiguring energetic codes, like it was like 5 days of like solid like, and then on that 5th day it was like like, and I said to the group, I'm like, this is the week where we ground all that reconfiguring. Now we ground it, right? And it was just like, anything that was not in alignment with that new reconfigured energy. If you guys haven't jumped in that group, you can, the 2-week immersion, but that meditation alone will fucking shift you. Oh my God. But you want to take it to the next level, get into the immersion part of it. If you want more information about that, please send me a message. With that, it was like literally like anything that was not in that reconfigured new frequency of what we just did through that meditation, through the immersion, speechless. Trying to like put that into words. Right? That. Yep. It's a powerful meditation. You got it, Ricky. I know. You got that. And you sent me a message. You're like, oh my God. And I'm like, I know, right? I know. The more people that see that, the more... Yes, exactly. Yes. So in that space, it was literally like the breakdown, as I say, it's not a breakdown, it's a breakthrough. And I'm like, I know, I even put a hole through the fucking wall. It was like, that's how much of a breakthrough it was. It didn't feel like it at the time. This is something really potent and powerful. If you're going to take one thing from this live stream, it's going to be this, okay? It's going to be this. You should hear my dream from last night. Yeah, dream's even more potent now, right? They've been reconfigured. So one thing from this live stream, it's this. You know how I always say to you guys, right? Being an empath, being a psychic, being an intuitive, like whatever label you want to put on yourself, is that whenever you get like a text message or an email, and we've got such a busy, fast-paced society, we're like checking our emails on the go, we're checking we're standing in a line, let's check, let's scroll, blah, blah, blah. I say that is like the worst thing to do for an empath, okay? It is like the worst thing to do, okay? Now, most empaths don't have boundaries. Now I know that's a really big bold statement to say, but the biggest thing that can support an empath is boundaries. Please let me know if that's too windy, guys. I know the wind's picking up there. It's too windy to hear. So the biggest thing an empath can learn is boundaries. Even something simple like checking phone, checking emails, I say, do not check an email, check a message, check anything. No dings, no notifications constantly binging on your phone, pulling you away out of this moment. Why? Because as soon as an empath, a psychic, whatever you want to call yourself, as soon as you look at that message and you're like, you read it, the little, like, what do they call it? The little notification preview. You read it, like, oh yeah. As an empath, as a psychic, as an intuitive, as soon as you lay eyes on that and you read it, you receive a message from spirit about that. If you do not have time in that moment to properly respond, physically respond to that message or email, what happens is you put the phone away, you put it back in your pocket or whatever, that bit of intuition sits in your field. And if you don't have time, what you're doing is you're going on your day and you're like, oh, I've got to respond to that message because it's sitting there in your field to respond. You might have responded like 50 times in your head already, and then you're going and you're carrying this energy, as well as all the energy you're picking up from other people, all the energy that you're feeling of the earth, all the energy of everything that you're feeling, because that's what empaths do. Plus, you've got all these messages to reply to and they're sitting in your field waiting to come through that. Whoa. As well as heavy, dense, tiring, exhausting, it also becomes overwhelming for an empath, for a psychic, healer, whatever, okay? Because you're you're feeling all this energy, plus all these messages you've got to do, plus your normal day-to-day life and try to relate and be human, right? It's big. Now, part of my breakthrough sitting there for years and years and years. Thanks for pointing that out. Yeah, so true. My breakdown, right? This is full on. I've never experienced this before, and I will never let myself get to this place again. Talk about me learning through mistakes. Okay, here we go. Biggest thing you'll get from this live stream. This is next level or something. I don't know. I've just never experienced this until this moment. So, with my breakdown, I'm gonna call it my breakthrough, on Tuesday night, lost my shit. I haven't fucking done that for years. And by the way, there was other factors playing into that. Yeah, there was other factors playing into that. I haven't felt that way for a long time. I went to bed with a dayer and talked about it because of course I'm losing my shit. Like, I'm gonna explain that, right? And I said, I was like, I haven't done that for many years. The last time I remembered feeling like that was like years ago, before I started building this online business, being a single mum, feeling powerless. You want to talk about what the core energy was? It was feeling powerless in that situation, feeling stuck, feeling like trapped, you know, like just all of those feelings. Yeah. And the main like part of that is on Tuesday night, that was the same feeling. I was like, wow, I haven't felt that way for a long time. And going to bed, I was like, what the fuck was that about? Like, I didn't feel like it was all me. And I was picking up somebody else's energy, and I'd received an email that night, and I'll talk about that part in a moment. But the thing is that in that breakdown, I realized how busy I'd become. My business has been growing and growing and growing and all. Like, and I knew it was growing, but I just kind of kept going with it in a way. So I was like, what the fuck, I haven't been like that. Those mistakes shouldn't happen. It's like, yes, I'm growing my team. Yeah. Long story short, I'm growing my team now. I'm like, there's so many jobs that I need to hand over, and I am. I've already got that emotion onto that straight away, because that doesn't happen. Okay. Now, the other part of that is that what I realized in that is that this is going to sound a bit weird for you guys too. Lately, I have been feeling blocked in my creativity. I've been feeling like my intuition isn't coming through. It's usually like crystal clear, and I'm like ding 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 ding, and I've still been like that, but it's been a different feeling. I'm like, you know, and I haven't been blogging that much. I haven't been live streaming that much because I've been so fucking busy behind the scenes with clients, keeping up, blah 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 blah. Right now, I've known it, but also not consciously. I've just been doing my thing. And what was interesting is that I knew in that breakdown, I was like, right, it's time to get a team like now. Like Wednesday morning, by Wednesday lunchtime, I had made 2 appointments with staff members, 1 new, 1 giving more jobs to, yeah, dear Ali, thank you, and 1 new. And I'd made appointments with them for Friday, start handing stuff over. Like, it was done by Wednesday lunchtime. From Wednesday lunchtime to Thursday lunchtime, the next 24 hours, oh my God, it was like the floodgates open. I am like got all this energy and all these ideas, and everything is planned out intuitively in my business for the next 6 months. And I'm like, holy shit, like I didn't even know, like it's being reconfigured. Yes, 100% being reconfigured, like in the physical, right? This second week in the reconfiguring is like grounding the reconfiguring into earth, right? Taking action is what that means. No more putting it off, sort of thing. But in that sense, I was just like, wow, I've never experienced that. I've experienced it with responding to messages and stuff, but I've never never experienced it in a sense of business, right? Of when we're so busy and we don't have that space for creative flow to come through, that also backs up. So no wonder I've been feeling exhausted, but I've been feeling like it's almost like never ending, like I don't get a break anymore, like, do you know what I mean? I was just like, and I was aware of it, but part of my breakdown and the biggest thing is that I had in my head, when I catch up with my work, then I will be able to delegate and hand tasks over. Part of my breakdown was, Hannah, it's like the middle of June 2019, you are not going to be able to catch up. Like, you know, like there's so many things, like it's like having it all perfect before you release your blog. It's like having it all perfect before you do something. No, you hand it over and then you can catch up because you've got a team to help you catch up. Like it's not logical, right? But it's not logical at the same time. So that was a big part of the breakdown, was all those things. But the biggest thing about that is that whole, like, it was phenomenal. I hadn't even had the appointments with Ali, I just saw you join live, and the new staff member I had made the appointment. By Wednesday lunchtime, both of those appointments were made for Friday, and from Wednesday lunchtime, like as soon as I got off that phone for the next 24 hours, it just streamed through, because that's how I do my business. Like I've always it's been intuitive. Every single thing that I've ever done in my business has been through intuition. All my courses that I release, everything that comes through, like messages, like how I choose my like my pricing, how I choose my packages, how I do create anything in my business comes through intuition. Like, and that hadn't been coming through so much. Like, yes, reconfiguring energetic codes came through from the full moon ceremony, plus Mystic Mastery that has just been released today. You have to check it out. I've put the link in the comments. I'm going to put it in again because you guys have to see this. Oh my God, this is like the start of like why I've been doing everything and why I've been guided to do everything for like my entire life of doing like everything in my business. Like, oh my God, this is like, talk about a pinnacle. I know this is not the pinnacle, but it feels like it. But it's just the beginning of like, oh my God, all my ideas. Okay, this is what it is. Ding, thank you for listening. This is what it is. This is all my ideas that I've ever received in my business, like especially since being online, like definitely, like and learning everything I have online. This is like what I've always seen. This is what I've always seen. Now, over this next week, over this next 2 weeks, you will see more and more things being rolled out because now everything is like coming together and grounding. Oh my God, on reconfiguring energetic codes. Like I literally just came out of a live stream and they're just going, I get like no words to describe what that is about it coming out, right? Ricky says, I just went through a similar process. Yes, makes so much sense to me. Oh my God, I gotta say this. So interesting, right? You know how I said about the reconfiguring energetic codes, and then I said like 6 weeks ago, remember I did a live stream about 2 weeks ago, and I said, oh, how interesting, the reconfiguring energetic codes is going to take us up to the 6 weeks of on the global live healing that I did in Africa. And I said, and I got that intuitive message about 6 weeks time. And it's so interesting that I said about grounding things. Like I said, something's going to happen in 6 weeks, and I'm so excited because handing all this stuff over to my team is going to enable me more time to write my book. Oh my God, it is like busting to come out of me because I've got so much to say. I can't fit it all in a live stream. And yeah, you remember that. Yeah. And it's so interesting, right? Because that global live healing is based in Africa, right? And I personally feel like that's the sacral chakra. I know other spiritual people will say that's not the sacral chakra of the world, but I'm like, it's the sacral chakra of the world. That's what it felt like to me, right? And when we're talking about coming down through our chakras, doing all this work, and I start from the chakras coming down, yeah, from the crown down. The sacral chakra is the next one. What's the next one? The base. What happens in the sacral chakra? We grow babies in there. We gestate projects in there. And then what happens at the base chakra? The baby comes out. This grounding it to earth, this whole like reconfiguring, and then now grounding it down with this higher frequency, birthing this. This is this is what this is. Like we've like, you know, and these timelines, like these 6 weeks, like whatever that was about. But I've just working with clients, and like since I discovered like from Notre Dame, like I did that Notre Dame live stream, and then that's when we did the global live healing a couple of days later. On that live stream, that streams through about the cycles of healing, yeah, the 9-month mark and the 18-month mark, and how that's important. Like when we're looking at how to, you know, and this is all streamed through from like pretty much, it was about April last year when I started like really questioning time, like, you know, and like going into the time thing. It's like, well, we're like spiritual beings and there is no time, you know, like there's this thing in the spiritual world. It's kind of like, there's only now, be present with now, like, but it's like, it kind of doesn't make logical sense, right? It's like, well, actually we live on earth in this 3D reality that's like 9 to 5, so like how the fuck do we function? We're just gotta be like like all this shit, right? So in myself, I'm like, this doesn't make sense. Like how, so like how do we ground our spiritual soul in our body on earth? This is all coming out in my book in detail because I can't fit it in a live stream, right? There's so much I want to say about this, and it's just like I feel like my book's getting closer to birthing. That's why I'm receiving all this information, because like in this space of like time, reconfiguring time, reconstructing reality, and how do we function in a world that so runs on the time constructs, but how do we do our purpose work out of time? Like the reconfiguring energetic codes is like we're reconfiguring outside of earth laws. Like if you haven't done that meditation, you like it, catch up, right? Send me a message if you'd like the link. It's only $7. Like, you know, it's a long meditation. It's like 42 minutes long. It's actually 42 minutes and 24 seconds. 4224, whatever's. Let's see what those numbers are. Actually, I knew there was a reason why I put that number phone in. I'm looking forward to writing my book. It's like, you know, and I know I'll write it so quickly because I write very quickly and things stream through. So 42 is the angels are urging you to keep the faith. 24 is additional angels are surrounding you right now, helping you stay optimistic no matter what is going on around you. The angels know the magical power of faith, and they're releasing any negative thoughts and emotions to give you a clear path for the manifestation of your desires. And 42, like 424, is the angels are helping you strengthen your faith because they know that a positive outlook will improve situations. It's all about faith, faith, faith. Keep the faith, and the angels. Yeah, the 4 is the angel number. That's part of your license. I love it. So it's like in this space of like bringing it down to earth. And I find this all so fascinating with the Notre Dame and, you know, like what I shared. If you haven't watched that live stream and you'd like to understand the cycles of time and healing and how we be spiritual and human at the same time and try and like grasp that time concept, like that is an awesome live stream to watch. So please send me a message if you haven't watched that. It will just like, it'll make you understand like the feelings of like, why am I crying all the time? Why is this still happening? You know, like there's like, it's really important. Yeah, it's so important to understand grief and the cycles and why it's taking so long and all of this stuff and why spiritual awakenings get worse before they get better. Like, you know, like why, yeah? So I find that so fascinating with the 6-week thing, yeah, because it's just so interesting what, like all the messages that are coming through, and now we're like rounding it down as kind of like, oh, the 6-week thing of like, now we're all grounded it, and now we're like doing it, and now it's all shifting in the physical reality. Like, so is this how we then speed up time manifestations? How interesting, right? Oh, I can't wait to write my book. So wow, that feels like that's what I wanted to stream through, telling you guys about my reconfiguring process, but it actually involved a breakdown, which is, I say breakdown, but it's not even that. Do you know what I mean? It's literally like things need to change, and this is what we need to do about it on the physical reality. This is what's happening. So you guys will see so much coming out in a moment. My wings are spread, they're ready to fly. If you haven't checked out Mystic Mastery, it's my new 6-month one-on-one intuitive coaching, healing, frequency upgrade program. I am so excited about it because this is like, this is like I said, this is like everything that I've been doing for the past like 14, 15 years now, right? So yeah, check out that link. You'll see it come through, but this is beginning. Oh my God. I'm like, I've done it. But I'm like, oh, there's so much more. There's so much more coming through. So I'm so excited to share it all with you guys. The link is in the comments right here. Like I said, it's in the title of this live stream as well. And if you think this live stream can help somebody through healing, through being okay with, you know, what's been going on in their life, with breakdowns, breakthroughs, and being able to ground all that spiritual knowledge into the physical reality, and it's why you've been receiving it in the first place, so that you can allow all of this to come through you. Don't let that flow be blocked again. I know I will never let myself get to that point again, because I'm like, where's my creativity gone? It's like as soon as I made the appointments to hand stuff over, like the next 6 months came through, and I'm like, oh, I can't believe that's what's going on. Oh, I've got wings, yes. He's pretty excited about it. I love it. Love that so much. Thanks for joining live, guys. I shall see you very soon. Oh, it's still live, Kelly, but it will be a replay in a moment. And that's what your dream is about. Check it out. Okay, I love it. I love it so much. All right, I shall see you very soon. Keep an eye out. There's so many things about to drop because it's all being earthed right now. Love you heaps. Namaste.